Dr. Elephant. Chapter 1: The Forest Clinic. In the heart of a vast forest, there is a small clinic. The clinic's owner is Toto, a gentle and large elephant. Toto always cares about the health of the animals and works hard to treat their illnesses and injuries. One morning, Toto was preparing his clinic as usual. He opened the clinic's door to let in the fresh air, organized the herbs and bandages on the shelves, and got ready for the day. Toto's clinic had various medicinal herbs, each with its special healing properties. Toto used these herbs, which he found deep in the forest, to cure the animals' ailments. The doorbell rang, and the first patient of the day arrived. It was Mimi, a little mouse, clutching her stomach with a pained expression. Toto gently lifted Mimi onto the examination table. "What's wrong, Mimi?" Toto asked kindly. "My tummy hurts. I think I ate too many nuts yesterday," Mimi replied. Toto gently rubbed Mimi's stomach. "Don't worry, Mimi. Take this medicine and rest for a bit, and you'll feel better soon," Toto assured her. He took some digestive herbs from the shelf, dissolved them in hot water, and gave it to Mimi. Gradually, Mimi's color improved, and she soon felt better. Next came Chun Chun, a small bird who had hurt her wing and couldn't fly. Toto carefully examined her wing and gently fixed the broken feather. He wrapped it with a bandage and said, "Rest for a while, Chun Chun, and you'll be flying again soon." Throughout the day, more animals came to Toto's clinic. Ricky the squirrel had twisted his ankle, and Turtle had a crack in his shell. Toto attended to each animal with kindness and care, making sure everyone left feeling better. As evening approached, Toto finished his work for the day. He closed the clinic's door and tidied up the herbs, feeling satisfied. "I'm glad I could help so many animals today. I'll do my best again tomorrow," he thought. Toto's clinic was always warm and filled with kindness. Chapter 2: The Mischievous Monkey's Injury. The next morning, Toto's clinic started just like any other day. Animals came one after another, sharing their troubles and injuries with Toto. Suddenly, there was a loud noise outside. When Toto looked out, he saw Kiki, a mischievous monkey, had fallen from a tree and was in pain. "Kiki, are you okay?" Toto quickly ran over. "Toto, I fell from the tree. My hand and foot hurt so much," Kiki said, tears streaming down his face. Toto gently carried Kiki to the clinic and laid him on the examination table. He carefully examined Kiki's hand and foot, noticing they were slightly swollen. "It's just a bruise. If you rest for a while, it'll heal. But you need to be more careful with your mischief," Toto said with a gentle smile. Toto applied a cooling herb poultice to Kiki's hand and foot and wrapped them with bandages. "This will help ease the pain, Kiki. Rest here for a bit until it feels better." Feeling remorseful, Kiki said, "Thank you, Toto. I'll be more careful from now on." Toto made Kiki some warm herbal tea and stayed with him. As Kiki sipped the tea, he gradually regained his energy and chatted with Toto. "Toto, I always play pranks, but I really want to get along with everyone. I just don't know how," Kiki confided. Toto kindly advised, Kiki, you have a bright and cheerful personality, and everyone loves you. But it's important to consider others' feelings. If you do that, you'll get along with everyone even better. Kiki took Toto's words to heart and gradually toned down his mischief. The time spent at Toto's clinic became a valuable learning experience for Kiki. As evening approached, Kiki thanked Toto and decided to head home. Thank you so much, Toto. I'll become a kinder monkey, Kiki said with a smile. Toto watched Kiki leave and gently reminded, be careful, Kiki. Come back anytime if you need help. Toto's clinic not only healed injuries and illnesses but also touched the hearts of the animals. Chapter 3: The Mysterious Power of a Little Flower. One day, Toto was organizing the shelves in his clinic when he noticed his supply of medicinal herbs was running low. Toto decided to venture deep into the forest to gather more herbs. Carrying a large basket on his back, he slowly made his way into the depths of the forest. As he walked deeper into the forest, Toto spotted a small flower he had never seen before. The flower was a vibrant blue and emitted a pleasant fragrance. Toto felt an instant connection to the flower and thought, this might be a special herb. Carefully, Toto picked the flower and placed it in his basket. He then gathered other herbs before heading back to the clinic. That evening, Toto decided to research the new flower. He opened an old herbal medicine book and searched for the flower's characteristics. He discovered that the flower was called the miracle flower, known for its extraordinary healing powers. The next day, Toto had an opportunity to use the flower. Early in the morning, Kiki the monkey returned to the clinic, having once again fallen from a tree and sustained a severe injury. Toto quickly laid Kiki on the examination table and examined his wounds with concern. Kiki, don't worry. I'll use a new herb. Just wait a moment, Toto said kindly. Toto took out the miracle flower and gently applied it to Kiki's wounds. Miraculously, Kiki's injuries began to heal rapidly. Kiki, amazed and overjoyed, exclaimed, Toto, this flower is incredible. Toto smiled and nodded. Yes, Kiki. This flower has special powers. But remember, being careful to avoid injuries is the most important thing. Kiki nodded, grateful. Thank you, Toto. I'm truly sorry and I'll be more careful from now on. From then on, Toto used the miracle flower wisely, helping many other animals. Thanks to the miracle flower, Toto's clinic became even more trusted by the animals. Toto continued to use the flower's power correctly, ensuring the health and well-being of the animals. The miracle flower became a treasured resource for both Toto and the animals. Chapter 4: The Rainy Day Visitor. One day, Toto's clinic was enveloped in a cold rain. The sound of rain echoed softly against the windows as Toto sipped warm herbal tea and sorted through his herbs inside the clinic. Suddenly, the doorbell rang. Surprised, Toto opened the door to find Mimi, the little rabbit, standing there soaking wet. Shivering, Mimi said in a tearful voice, Toto, please help me. I got lost. Toto gently welcomed Mimi into the clinic and dried her off with a towel. It's okay, Mimi. First, drink some warm tea and get warm, Toto said, handing Mimi a cup of herbal tea. Mimi gradually calmed down as she sipped the tea. Thank you, Toto. I got lost on my way home and couldn't see anything because of the rain, Mimi explained. Toto placed a comforting hand on Mimi's shoulder. Don't worry, Mimi. You can stay here until the rain stops. Then I'll walk you home, he reassured her. Mimi was grateful for Toto's kindness. Thank you, Toto. I'm so glad I came here, she said, smiling. As the rain continued, Toto and Mimi spent time together in the clinic. Toto showed Mimi some picture books, and they had a fun time. Mimi became engrossed in Toto's stories, forgetting her worries. Eventually, the rain began to let up. Toto suggested, "It's about time we head home. Let's walk together so you don't get lost again." Mimi nodded, and together they left the clinic. On the way, Toto talked to Mimi, reassuring her as they walked. Mimi listened to Toto's stories, gradually regaining her confidence. After a while, Mimi's house came into view. Mimi, overjoyed, exclaimed, "This is my home, Toto. Thank you so much." Toto smiled and nodded. "I'm glad you got home safely, Mimi. Be careful from now on. Come to the clinic anytime you need help," he gently advised. Mimi thanked Toto deeply and went into her house. Toto watched until she was safely inside before heading back to the clinic. That night, Toto felt a warm sense of satisfaction as he turned off the clinic's lights. Once again, a small act of kindness had reached the heart of an animal. Toto's clinic was always filled with warmth and compassion. Chapter 5: Everyone Smiles. One sunny morning, there was a different kind of bustle at Toto's clinic. Gathered in front of the clinic were many animals, all smiling as they greeted Toto. "Good morning, Toto. Today is a special day," said Ricky the squirrel excitedly. "A special day?" Toto asked curiously. "Yes, today is the day we thank you, Toto," said Mimi the rabbit. All the animals shouted together, "Thank you, Toto." Toto was overwhelmed with surprise and joy. "Everyone, thank you so much. I am so happy to be appreciated by so many animals," Toto said, tears welling up in his eyes. The animals presented Toto with handmade gifts. Kiki gave him a necklace made of nuts, Mimi a flower crown, and Ricky a small picture book. "These are wonderful gifts. Thank you, everyone," Toto said sincerely. After that, the animals spent a fun day with Toto. They had a picnic, played games, and sang songs, filling the day with laughter and smiles. "Toto, because of you, we are always healthy," said Turtle. "That's right, Toto. Your kindness and skill as a doctor means so much to us," added Chun Chun the bird. Touched by their words, Toto promised, "As long as I can help, I'll always do my best for everyone. Let's continue to take care of each other." As the evening approached, the animals reluctantly said their goodbyes to Toto. See you, Toto. Help us again if we need it, they said, waving with smiles. Toto stood at the clinic's entrance, watching them leave, his heart filled with warmth. Today was another wonderful day, he thought. That night, Toto went to bed with a contented heart. As the clinic's lights went out, Toto's mind was filled with the animals' smiles. The warmth and kindness of Toto's clinic would continue to shine brightly in the forest. Toto's story would go on forever, healing the animals and warming their hearts.